Welcome back to another rebuild I have for you guys here today on Madden 19. Today it is going to be a realistic rebuild of the New York Giants. Before I get into the team, as always, the links to my Twitter, second channel, and Discord are down in the description below if you would like to click on any of those links. Also, really quickly, before I get into this one, I'm going to be doing this rebuild a bit differently than my past, bunch of realistic rebuilds. I'm kind of tired of using the same draft classes over and over again and drafting the same players over and over again. So for this one, I am going to use an auto-generated draft class each season. I'm sorry if you guys don't like that. I know a lot of you guys really enjoy, the realism of having real rookie prospects in these draft classes. But honestly, I just miss drafting random players. I think it's a lot more fun that way. Just personally, I enjoy those kind of videos more. I do apologize though if you were looking forward to me drafting some real life prospects in this one, but I will shortly get into that, in the next few rebuilds. I just want to take a quick break from it. I hope you guys can understand, because it is a lot more enjoyable, I think, on my end and on your end, honestly, to see me draft some randomly generated players. Alright, so we can now get into the team. Daniel Jones is going to be the quarterback for us for at least this first season. Eli Manning is definitely on his way out, so they just drafted Jones. He had normal dev in this. I just gave him quick. I don't even know if that's entirely deserved, but he was a top 10 draft pick. I feel like he should at least have quick development. Give me some sort of a chance to use him. He's decently athletic though, 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 82 agility. Also, the day I'm recording this, the rookie ratings were just dropped, and his rating is quite tragic, but also you got to take into account the fact that Madden 20's rating distribution is much different than what we've seen now. So ratings like that wouldn't work in this game at all, because some players are ridiculously inflated for no reason. But I think it's going to work out pretty well in Madden 20. Honestly, as long as players don't develop extremely slowly like they do in this game. Some positions absolutely go off in this game, but a lot of positions don't. So if they can change the whole progression system, I feel like it can definitely work. But Saquon Barkley, the superstar he is the starting running back for this team. This team is going to be built around him. He's going to be a 99 very, very soon. I am extremely excited to use him. Golden Tate is a very good wide receiver, but he's 30 years old, so he's going to have to be replaced fairly soon. Sterling Shepard can hopefully, develop into a beast. He's a, pretty talented slot wide receiver. He's very nice in that position. I'm going to have him play the number 2 in the slot for at least this first season, probably next year as well. Then Russell Shepard, Benny Fowler, Corey Latimer down there. Honestly, I'd rather have Corey Coleman be the number 3, I guess. He's the youngest out of all of those guys there. And then the offensive line got better with the addition of Kevin Zeitler. Will Hernandez isn't too bad at all in this game, or in real life, honestly. Nate Solder doesn't play well in this game, so I will definitely have to replace him at some point. And then John Halapio, Mike Remmers. Nothing special about either of those guys. We definitely have to look for a different center and a different right tackle and left tackle, probably all very soon. Evan Ingram is a beast in this game, also good receiving option in real life. And then defensively, they actually added some pretty nice defensive players this past year. O'Shane Zimenez, I think, is actually quite beastly. I gave him quick development. I think that's kind of fair. He was a pretty good pass rusher in college. I think he can get the job done in the NFL. In real life, in this rebuild, I don't really know. He's only a 72 overall. I'm going to start him over Marcus Golden, though, because he has a lot more potential. Jabril Peppers was just added in the whole Odell Beckham Jr. trade. But Jabril Peppers is a talented, strong safety. He's great in the game, develops extremely well. Antoine Bethea is definitely replaceable. He's just, honestly, he's probably just here as some kind of locker room presence, just to captain the defense, coach up these young players. I don't really know. But Janoris Jenkins is also on his way out at some point. DeAndre Baker, Julian Love, right? Your first name's Julian. Okay, I just want to make sure I always get him and Justin Lane confused, and I really don't know why. But Julian Love, quick development on him. I actually didn't give him that. Usually the players who are auto-generated, and you can tell they're not real people, the development traits they have, I did not mess with. But the people, like O'Shane Zimenez, I don't know who this actually is in the picture, but it's obviously not him. But and same thing with DeAndre Baker. I gave him quick development. I actually raised his overall a little bit. I'm sorry for not all about that, but I feel like he should be almost like a 78, 77 in the game. He was like a 76 in this roster, but I don't know, that's just me. I think he should be a little bit higher. Sorry if you don't approve of that. It probably won't make that big of a deal in the end, though. I'm just helping him out a little bit. Dexter Lawrence, I moved over to left end. He's, a defensive tackle in this roster, but I think he fits more as a left end. Not really fits more, but we'll get a lot more playing time as a left end on this team. Dalvin Tomlinson, actually pretty talented at nose tackle, 317 pounds for him. And then BJ Hill had a good rookie season. He can probably continue that here in our rebuild. I didn't really go over the rest of the linebackers, but Lorenzo Carter, athletic freak coming off of this right edge. I'm going to have him pass rushing over here. Pretty versatile. He can do a lot of things pretty well. He can, pass rush. He can cover if you really need him to. 88 speed. You know, he's extremely fast. And then B.J. Goodson's going to be the #1 middle linebacker. Alec Ogletree's backing him up. I definitely want to replace these guys at some point. B.J. Goodson may be able to develop into like a decent depth player, but I definitely want a different starter. So that's the team. It's really not good at all. I think you guys all know that. 75 overall. You know, has some bright spots. Saquon Barkley's going to be a glitch at some point. Sterling Shepard should go up pretty well. Evan Ingram, some guys on the defense. Also, here's what the specialist looks like. This offense is just going to run entirely through Saquon Barkley, and I'm actually totally about that. We just need to get Daniel Jones to develop and give him more options, and I think this team can actually do all right. All right, let's check out how we are doing here at the midseason mark. The team is 5-3. How in the world is the team doing that well? 3-4 for the Cowboys, 2-5 for the Redskins, and 2-6 for the Eagles. I was actually really hoping to tank this year, if I'm being honest. But, alright, the team's playing well. A bunch of people have an experience point. Jabril Peppers has 2 up there. Aldrich Rosas, the top free agent. I definitely want him back on the team. One of the best kickers in the NFL. Grant Haley, I will give a contract to as well. And everybody else, I honestly could not care too much less about. Alright, so Grant Haley accepted, and then kickers, for some reason, always reject. So, Aldrich Rosas isn't back on the team. You know, he isn't re-signed with the team just yet, but it'll happen soon. Yeah, so I have absolutely no idea how this team got a first-round bye. But somehow, like, the Steelers team I tried to rebuild didn't really make the playoffs at all. This team went 11-5. 8-8 for the Cowboys, 7-9 for the Eagles, 5-11 for the Redskins. What did Daniel Jones do? 4,219 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Okay, that's actually like a really solid season. It's a lot better than I thought he'd play. Saquon Barkley was very good, 1,206 yards, 8 touchdowns. Wayne Gallman logged 6 touchdowns as well. Golden Tate was alright, 81 catches, 931 yards, 9 touchdowns, actually more than alright. That's a very nice season. Sterling Shepard, though, stole the show as, you know, the best wide receiver on this team this year. 1,314 yards, 10 touchdowns on 81 catches. Evan Ingram was efficient. So not too bad. You know, the numbers are looking nice. The offensive line was actually, like, really good, even though that makes no sense. Mike Remmers only allowing 8 sacks. Alright. 130 tackles for B.J. Goodson. Okay, then. That's a lot. 11 tackles for loss for O'Shane Ximines with 9.5 sacks. Okay, I'll take that as a rookie season. 10 tackles for loss for Lorenzo Carter, 10 for Dexter Lawrence as well. Ximines leads the team in sacks. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that as well, but I just always kind of figured it was Ximines. 5.5 for Dalvin Tomlinson, also isn't bad for, you know, an interior defensive lineman there. Defensive touchdowns, we have 1 for Jabril Peppers. I didn't check out interceptions, so give me a second. 0 safeties, 1 blocked kick, Antoine Bethea. How many interceptions? Someone has 5. Jabril Peppers has 5. Okay, Grant Haley got 3. Antoine Bethea and B.J. Goodson each got 2. O'Shane Ximines got 1. So did Janoris Jenkins. The team is actually, like, really solid this year. Okay, 8th on offense. This only means it's going to get worse from here on out, you know. 2nd on defense. No chance this team is top 10 in both this upcoming year. If that happens, one lucky subscriber will get 42 cents, okay? Baker Mayfield, though, wins MVP. Nobody from the Giants. All right, NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Drew Brees. Nobody from the Giants, I don't think, right? Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year, B.J. Goodson at number 3. I will take it. Nobody from the Giants, nobody else from the Giants. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Daniel Jones. Let's go. Somehow beats Kyler Murray. Saquon Barkley at number 3. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Defensive Rookie of the Year, O'Shane Ximines at number 4. I feel like Grant Haley should have been in there. Pretty sure he's a rookie. Let's check out these experience points. Daniel Jones only ended up getting 3. It's actually sort of tragic. But I feel like I should keep him on the team because his season was actually not that bad. But Saquon also got 3. Sterling Shepard gets 4. And then defensively, 9 for Jabril Peppers. My lord. 2 for like a bunch of other different players. Julian Love also gets 2. Grant Haley only gets 1. He was a rookie, right? Let me just make sure. Let me see. Yeah, he was a rookie. Alright, I expected him to get more than 1, but it's alright. The team actually should progress decently well here. Also, before I forget, let me just, you know, show off the schedule very quickly. We went 1-3 in the preseason, won the opening 2 games, beat the Saints, beat the Eagles, beat the Redskins, 49ers, and Buccaneers, won 3 straight there, and then won the last game against the Cowboys. Not too bad. Looked like we played pretty decently against the division. Just very quickly looking at that schedule. Alright, so the team here is a 79 overall after I spent all of those experience points. Saquon Barkley's up to a 94, looking really good. Sterling Shepard, 87 with some confidence. He also has star dev, which is always awesome. Daniel Jones up to a 77. And then defensively, Jabril Peppers is already a 95-star dev, looking like a dominant strong safety here. He is just so nice to have in a rebuild. We have to take on the Packers. I'm not sure if I, trusted the team to take down the Packers, but who knows? We're a 79, they're an 84. Can we take down Aaron Rodgers? Let's check it out here. We can actually. All right, 27-7. The defense is just balling out. The Saints are an 88 overall. So they're, 4 overall points, I think, higher than the Packers. Let's advance the week here. Can we go to the conference championship? I mean the Super Bowl. I forgot we had a first round bye, but we can't even do that. It doesn't matter. 34-17, we end up losing to the Saints. Let's just check that game out very quickly. Team schedule. What am I doing? I don't know. Postseason, 27-7, 34-17. I just want to quickly see something. How did we play so well against them? Aaron Rodgers had 3 interceptions. Who got all those interceptions? Let's see. It was Antoine Bethea, Jabril Peppers, and Julian Love. All right, I'll take it. At least we won a playoff game. That's a good start to a rebuild. Here we go, the Super Bowl between the Browns and the Saints. Who's going to win? Money's on the Browns. The Browns got it, 35-14. I don't have anybody to re-sign. I brought back Aldrick Rosas earlier in the season. So let's just head straight into free agency. $34.64 million to spend. Top free agent always is Jay Ajayi, but DJ Fluker's actually available. Should we go after DJ Fluker, bring him back? He wasn't very good on the Giants the first time around. So I don't think I'm going to bring him back for that reason. That doesn't make all that much sense. Do I want anybody else here, though? I don't really think so. I could technically use a corner. Janoris Jenkins is down to a 79. Honestly, I'd rather just try to snag one in the draft, and if I can't get a good one in the draft, it's actually not that big of a deal. Aaron Lynch would be alright. I still want to see what O'Shane Ximines can do. He played pretty well last season. Eli Apple, do we bring him back to the team? Absolutely not. Okay, I don't think I'm going to get anyone, but let me just run through the offensive line a little bit. Actually, Greg Robinson is a scheme fit at left tackle. He's better than Nate Solder right now. I probably should go after DJ Fluker, but I just really don't want to. I feel like that doesn't make any sense. So I probably won't. What's his scheme fit? It's power. I don't think any of ours is power right now. So that really doesn't make all that much sense. I will go after Greg Robinson, though, just to try to get a different left tackle. See what he can do, I guess. Let's give him a little bit of money. 103 points. I'm actually kind of comfortable doing that. Maybe he can play well. I honestly have no expectations. We did end up getting Greg Robinson. He's not like a huge upgrade, but he does fit the scheme, so I'll definitely take that. And if we really need him to, Nate Solder can slide to right tackle. I would just like the draft one if we can. It's actually like really annoying that we played this well this first season, because this is like one of the most stacked draft classes I have seen in a little while. Let me show you guys why. The first player here is probably going to be like an 83, 84 overall. Just absolutely a stud. He looks like he can do everything you'd ask of a quarterback. And then there's this free safety who looks absurdly good as well. And there's no chance I can get a trade to go through to trade like into the top 10. Maybe if this guy is still there with the 10th pick, I will trade up and just try to give up a whole lot, because I have a pretty bad draft pick, 30th overall. Maybe I'll try to do some research to see what some prior trade ups are all about. Even this defensive tackle with B+ finesse moves looks really good. This guy looks very good still. Like, this draft class looks very nice. Oh, also, hold on. There's this guy. He might be on the board there already. George Pope looks disgusting. They're just like a really good bunch of players. This dude had a good story about him. He's probably really good. But here we go. Let's start simulating. I'm going to try to get to the 10th pick, and hopefully that free safety is still there. So here we go. Advance to the next pick. Raiders go with a corner. Number 1 overall. That was not the right selection. The Broncos go with a defensive tackle. Vikings going to go with a wide receiver. That guy also looked really nice. Titans going with a right end, Von Bolston. The Redskins go with Nick Leary, a defensive tackle. Is this quarterback really not going to go in the top 10? Let's see. The Dolphins go with the quarterback. He's an 85 overall. Oh my god. Alright, they just like instantly became playoff contenders for sure. The Steelers are probably going to get this free safety. No, they actually go with the right guard, and he's an 80. That guy still looks really good. The Chiefs could totally go with the safety. And they're going with Duron Vaughn. Okay, got a little rhyme in that name. And then the 49ers going with right guard Warren Diamond. He looks really nice too. Okay, we are at the 10th pick. And the last time I didn't expect the Bengals to draft the guy I wanted, they totally did. I might try to get a trade to go through with the Bengals. Alright, so, after further consideration, I realized that the Buccaneers probably won't even take this safety. They went with the right tackle. Perfectly fine. That's what they needed. So now, I'm going to try to trade up with the Buccaneers. So, I moved Nate Solder to right tackle, but it makes absolutely no sense for me to trade him, okay? Because it will be a negative cap hit situation. I will have to owe money, whatever that means. So I'm not going to trade Nate Solder. That doesn't make any sense. But what kind of does make sense to me is that I looked up the trades for this most recent year's draft. And between the Broncos and the Steelers, you know, this trade, the Broncos traded away a first-round draft pick, a second-round draft pick, both in the 2019 draft, and a third-round draft pick this following season in the 2020 draft. This is very similar to the kind of trade I'm trying to do. I'm at pick 30. I want to get to pick 11. So in order to kind of compensate for that, instead of giving a third-rounder next year, I'm going to try to give a second-rounder next year. So the idea here is to give the Buccaneers a first-rounder, a second-rounder, both this current year, and a second-rounder next year. Let's see if that'll work with the Buccaneers. If not, maybe we can try to snag some kind of trade to go, to go through with some players involved. Let's see if this works. That is actually going to work. I think that's pretty fair. They got a lot of value out of the 11th pick. That's not even really something you would get if you tried to trade away the 11th pick in the game, like manually. Like, do I have the option to do that here? No, I don't. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys the kind of trade offers I would have gotten. But we now have pick number 11. I actually think that was fairly realistic, though, considering the Broncos and the Steelers trade. I think I actually compensated fairly well for that. But here, we are going to select a free safety by the name of Matt Capel. First in the 40-yard dash, first in the 3-cone 20-yard shuttle and bench press, B man coverage, B minus zone coverage. This dude can even play corner if I wanted him to. Welcome to the team. 81 overall, and he has superstar development. That was 1,000,000% worth it. 91 speed, 80 zone coverage, 83 man coverage. This dude is a freak. 78 tackling is still pretty good. 86 acceleration. This guy is going to pair very, very nicely with Jabril Peppers. Now we have to wait till the late third round to pick again, which kind of sucks. I would like to trade back into the second round, but I'm not going to go that route. There's a pretty nice looking wide receiver who I kind of wanted to snag. I highly doubt he'll still be here now. But let's see. If he was supposed to be a late fourth rounder, maybe he'll be available. Let's check it out. I know he's supposed to go in the 4th round, but I don't think he'll still be here now. He is still here. No, he's not. Okay, that's not actually the guy I thought of. That's kind of frustrating. He is not still available. So with this pick, who do we go with? What kind of wide receivers do we have left? There was like a really good guy out of Harvard. I might have to try to figure out what he was all about after the draft, because I do want to take a wide receiver at some point. That guy doesn't look that good really at all. Maybe I can just try to take one later. Actually, I really need a wide receiver. I'm not taking another slot wide receiver, I can tell you that much. I need a number 1 wide receiver on this team. Lewis Brigance could be the option. Let me look around a little more here. I also really need an offensive lineman, and there's almost no chance this guy stays until my next pick. He's supposed to go early 5th round, and that usually means they'll go like late the round before, at least in the later rounds of the draft. So I really don't think this guy's going to be there with the 30th pick in the 4th round. Let's just go with him here. I think this guy's going to be at least, starting caliber. See what he's all about. 75 overall normal development. I'm okay with that draft pick. We took him at number 94. He was ranked at number 51. He can definitely start. I don't think he fits the scheme. He's actually pretty far from it. But that's okay. He can definitely get some starting reps. Now let's see if there's randomly any wide receivers left. Very much doubt it, but we can definitely take a look. There's still this guy who is a slot wide receiver. He's 6'1" though, so he's definitely bigger than the other wide receivers we have. I probably shouldn't take another slot. And I probably won't. There's actually this guy in the 6th round. Yeah, we're going to take this dude. I think I like him more as like a number 1 wide receiver on this team. Leo Cummings, welcome to the squad. 72 overall. I thought you'd be at least a little bit better than that. Your stats aren't even all that bad, to be fair. Alright, I don't think this guy can start, so our wide receiver core will probably be the same heading in to this next season. You know what? I might just take this guy because of how fast he is. Barry Stone? Should we just do it? I mean, who's still available here? Nobody on my draft board. Honestly, I'm just going to take this guy. He looks really fast. He can at least be a kick returner. He's a 72. Normal development. 96 speed, though. This dude can fly. You know what? I'm just going to trade this draft pick away. See what we can get for next season. Ain't anything better than a 7th next year. There's a 6th next year. There's a 5th. I'll take the 5th round draft pick next year. And I'm just going to sim to the end of the draft. I highly doubt we'll find anyone good. Okay, so I think we actually did really well in this draft. We made one trade up. I apologize if you didn't agree with it, but I tried to make it as realistic as possible. And with that trade up, we got a stud free safety. Superstar dev. This guy's going to be an absolute god. Also got a starting caliber offensive lineman. I don't know where he's going to start yet, but I definitely want him to start somewhere. He's probably going to start at center because I don't think I have a center on this team. I also tried on some wide receivers, didn't really work out, and then the team drafted me a 63 overall center and a 67 overall tight end. Okay, well, let's take a look at some of these other players more in depth. Okay, I'm just really interested in this quarterback. Do you have superstar dev? Of course you have superstar dev. Oh my god. 98 throw power. 88 medium accuracy, 88 short accuracy, 84 deep accuracy, 77 speed even. He can still even, move if he needed to. Let's take a look at some of these other players. This Pope guy looked amazing. George Pope, what kind of strength do you have? 96 strength. This guy is 97 speed, quick dev corner, 6'2" as well. He has some height to him. Alright, so the team didn't really upgrade all that much from last season, but we definitely added some very nice pieces in the offseason, I think. Now, Greg Robinson isn't a huge acquisition, neither is this new center, but they should still contribute fairly well. Greg Robinson may not play well, I don't know, but left tackle is definitely up in the air. It doesn't really matter who you have there, to be honest. Sterling Shepard had a very nice season this past year. I think he can play well once again. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley also had good years. And then on the defense, we now have this amazing free safety. He's going to go off. Janoris Jenkins, the #1 corner still, but I'm probably not going to have him starting very long. He might still start this whole year, but after that, probably not. The defensive line still looking nice. The edge rushers, O'Shane Ximines, Lorenzo Carter didn't change. Ximines actually played really well for only being a 73 overall, so I'm fine with him starting there once again. Linebackers didn't change at all. I definitely want to try to find some new middle linebackers, maybe even some new edge rushers in this upcoming offseason. Jabril Peppers, though, up to a 94. He's not kidding around. And then on the specialist side here, pretty sure almost everything is the same. I think Julian Love may be different at slot corner, but everything else looks like it did last year. I don't know if this team can make the playoffs again. I think the first season was very much a fluke. But if they do, that would be pretty awesome. I'm just hoping the rookies can play well. At the midseason mark here, we are struggling a little bit more than we were last year, but we still are 3-4. Not that bad, I guess. It can still turn around pretty well. 5-3 though for the Cardinals. They're actually playing pretty well. The Cowboys on top of the division, 5-2. Eagles and Redskins both 4-4. We sit at the bottom. That's all right though. How many experience points on offense? We have 1 for, a few players going around. Defense, this safety already has 5. You're kidding. There's no way. That dude already has 5. He's going to get 12 by this season or something stupid. But 2 for both the, the young corners here. I'll take that for sure. Sterling Shepard is the top free agent. Certainly want him back. He's the best receiver on this team. Julian Love, I want back. Daniel Jones, I would like back. Riley Dixon, probably not, actually. His stats aren't that good. I can easily get a better punter. BJ Goodson, I'll take back. Benny Fowler, I don't really want. O'Shane Ximines, I will take back. I don't think I want anyone else down there, though. So let's start with Ximines and then move up. Okay, so we ended up getting Sterling Shepard, Julian Love, Daniel Jones, BJ Goodson, and O'Shane Ximines. I'm good with all those guys. Let's go to the end of the season, where hopefully, we can clinch up a playoff berth. So we made the playoffs this year. We actually went 10-6. Did really well the second half of the season. We have to take on a divisional rival, though, in the wild card round. Let's check out these weekly awards. Who went off? Daniel Jones, 4 passing touchdowns, 343 yards. All right, man, calm down. We won the division. The Eagles 7-8-1. The Redskins 7-9. Check out these stats. Daniel Jones, how'd you do your sophomore year? Extremely well. Okay, 4,344 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Wow, he is playing well. Saquon Barkley, obviously playing well, 1,407 yards, 7 touchdowns. I'm not worried about his production at all. It's not going to slip. Wayne Gallman, 316 yards, 8 touchdowns. Actually, a good number of touchdowns, somehow getting more than Saquon, even though he had almost 3 times the number of touches. Receiving, Sterling Shepard, 101 catches, 1,476 yards, 15 touchdowns. My lord. Golden Tate, 5 touchdowns for him. Evan Ingram gets 6, but Sterling Shepard just took all of the targets, I think. Blocking, how was it? Actually, very nice. Greg Robinson, not a bad season. He actually seemed like a pretty decent free agency acquisition. Nate Solder reacting to the transition to right tackle pretty well. Only 4 sacks let up. 103 tackles this year from BJ Goodson. We have 18 tackles for loss for Dalvin Tomlinson. 12 for Lorenzo Carter, who had 9.5 sacks. That's a really good season there, too. 4 from BJ Hill, not too bad. 2 interceptions from Jabril Peppers and Matt Capel. Or Capel, I think I'm going to go Capel. 1 for BJ Goodson and 1 for Michael Thomas. The special teams guru on this team. Isn't he a pretty good special teamer? I don't know. Defensive touchdowns, we don't have any. Safeties, we don't have any, and then blocked kicks, we have none. Wow, alright, pretty boring. Second on offense, though. Is defense top 10? Again, I don't even know how that's possible. Fourth. They're both top 5. If that happens, what did I say last time? 42 cents? I'll double it. I'll give a lucky subscriber 84 cents. I'm out like $1.20 because of you guys, you know? Todd Gurley wins MVP here. Daniel Jones at number 5. Okay. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Todd Gurley. Daniel Jones at number 4. Ezekiel Elliott in this? Not Ezekiel Elliott. What am I talking about? Saquon Barkley is there at number 10. Ezekiel Elliott is in this, though, but not the right name. Deion Jones, Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody from the Giants. That's alright, though. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Daron Richard wins that one. Anybody from our team? Leo Cummings, let's get it, at number 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to our safety. I'm actually, like, scared to see how many experience points he got as a result. My good God. Let's see. I'm expecting at least double digits, but it could be something disgusting. Alright, on the offense, we got 2. 8 for Sterling Shepard, though. Alright, I was going to say we got 2 for Daniel Jones and this Gregory guy. Let's see. Cable, what are you up to? 9. Okay, he actually didn't even get double digits, but still, he got 9. He's going to go up to a 90 overall. I will take it. 3 for DeAndre Baker down there. 3 for Julian Love as well. 2 for a few other players. This team's progressing a lot better than I thought it would. Alright, this New York Giants team is up to an 82 overall, 87 offense, 81 defense. Sterling Shepard is a 96. My number 1 wide receiver, like the number 1 in the slot wide receiver, like they always play so well for me. They always go up in overall like crazy. So that happened once again. I almost said Sterling Barkley. Yeah, that's his name. Saquon Barkley, of course, is a 96 overall as well. The team is just looking real good. Defensively, Janoris Jenkins is now the number 3 corner. DeAndre Baker, Julian Love, both higher overalls now. Capel went up to a 90. His stats are looking insane. He has 95 man coverage. He can play, like, amazing, probably at cornerback if I really wanted him to. Maybe if we somehow land another really good safety, I can shift him down to corner. I don't know. The team's just looking really good, so let's advance the week here. I should probably... No, I'm not going to spend my coach experience yet. I didn't check the overalls. Ah, man, whatever. We're going to win that game, though. That's pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to keep that trend going. It's good luck. Here we go. We're going to go all the way to the Super Bowl. Not checking overalls. Alright, never mind. I caught on to the trend, and it disappointed me. Let's check out those 2 games there. So, 35-42, 1-possession game against the Bears. Bit more controlling there against the Cowboys. Did Dak Prescott throw any interceptions? He did. He threw 2. What a loser. No, I'm kidding. But at least we won another playoff game. We just can't get past the second game of the playoffs. The Browns made it to another Super Bowl here. Let's see if they can win back-to-back. It's against the Rams. They are going to win 36-21. All right. I don't think we have anybody who I need to renegotiate with now. Yeah, all right. So Riley Dixon's the top player. I don't really want him that badly. Let's go into free agency, and let's check out who is available. Guaranteed Kareem Hunt is the top one because these free agency classes are always the same. They're always very stale. Let's see. Kareem Hunt. Ezekiel Elliott, actually. Okay, that makes even less sense. Why is he in free agency? Oh, man, if I didn't have Saquon, it'd be an easy pickup for him. He's actually not even getting that many points either. Kareem Hunt's getting, like, nothing. Okay, well, Eric Ebron's usually a name I go after. I actually see a very good player. Laramie Tunsil? Yes, okay, we're taking Laramie Tunsil. I was going to go after Marshall Yanda, but the Dolphins are kind of taking him out of the water. Why wouldn't they be doing that to Laramie Tunsil? I guess they didn't bring him back to begin with, but he's definitely coming on the team, hopefully. Eric Armstead would actually be a decent acquisition, but I like the defensive lineman we have, so I'm not going to pursue him. Corey Linsley would be nice. Could use a new center, but I might even just let this young center go. Just see what he's all about, you know? I don't really feel like replacing him yet, I mean. Alright, so I could probably use a cornerback as well, but I kind of like the young corners we have, and I think I'm going to take the risk and try to draft one. If I can't draft one, I'm sure I can find at least a decent corner on the trade block in free agency, something like that. I am at least going after Tunsil, but I'll let you know, obviously, if I go after anyone else as well. Okay, let's see who we got. I went after 2 players. We are going to get Keelan Cole and Laramie Tunsil. Alright, I went after Keelan Cole just because he's not a horrible wide receiving option. I could still try to draft one if I want to play over Golden Tate, but I wanted at least a solid third option. And Laramie Tunsil is now going to be our new left tackle. Maybe Greg Robinson can then slide to right tackle, and then the offensive line is honestly still looking pretty good. I may even cut Nate Solder at this point. He's a 70 overall. Is it beneficial for me to do that? Let's see. It is definitely not beneficial for me to do that. They gave him a lot of money. Alright, well anyway, let's scout these players and I'll see you in the draft. Alright, so we have another pretty bad draft pick. That's exactly what you'd expect after, having a good season though. There is a late round corner, not really late round, supposed to go early second, but this guy looks really good. And I would very much like him on the team. I don't think he's going to make it all the way to pick number 26, but I'm going to take the risk. Please be there. I would really love if you're still available. Supposed to go early second, so this is like at least 6 picks before he's supposed to go. Please be available. I really want this guy. Come on. Come on. No, I knew he was going to be gone. I should have tried to trade up again. This dude in the 3rd round looks alright. Mid-3rd rounder, maybe I can try to snag him. That's so annoying. I knew that was going to happen, though. I should have figured. Late 1st rounder, don't really want that guy. I also want this guy in the 3rd round, mid-3rd rounder. No, I probably shouldn't trade this pick away. I really need a middle linebacker, but I don't think that guy is good enough to take in the 1st round. Nick Donaldson. Maybe we'll try to trade this pick away. Let's see if we can get like a 2nd rounder this year or something for this. Maybe then we can get something next year as well. Alright, so that's a 2nd rounder this year and a 5th this year. 2nd and a 3rd and a 4th next year. 2nd this year, 3rd and 4th this year. Okay. Probably take that. It's a 2nd this year, 2nd next year, 4th next year, but that's the last pick in the 2nd round. This is actually kind of tough. I like the 2nd round next year. I'm actually going to take this one. Take the 2nd this, which is the last pick in the 2nd round, but that should be enough for me to get that middle linebacker. I don't really care all that much about the corner. Middle linebacker was what, mid-3rd rounder? Is he gone? He's probably gone, actually. Always tends to happen. I'm really bad at managing the middle of these rounds. And he was gone, right? Pretty sure that guy was gone, but there's still this dude who looks alright. I'm so bad at managing that. Why am I so bad at that? Alright, is this cornerback available? He is, actually. So now, do I want this corner? I think middle linebacker is way bigger of a need. So I'm going to go middle linebacker here. Thomas Kitchens, or Lee Reed. Okay. Or I can go Ciali Stewart. In all fairness, I think Kitchens looks the best. Let's go him. 74 overall normal dev. Not too bad. He's probably going to start. That's a rough 1st pick to have, though. I really wanted that cornerback, and it pisses me off he went before my pick. I guess I probably should have tried to trade up, but I didn't want to trade up that much in this rebuild. I don't know. I kind of don't like doing that. Now, maybe randomly this corner is still here. There's still some 2nd round corners, but I don't think that guy's going to be anything special. Corner is no longer here. There's actually this guy. In the 5th round. Ooh, I want that guy. Early 5th rounder. Probably have to take him now if I want him. Let's go that route. Maybe this dude has some good stats. Very much doubt it, but let's check. 71 normal development. Okay. Definitely a reach. Pretty athletic, but doesn't have any coverage ability, really. Alright, this draft has actually been horrible. It is really difficult when you always get late round draft picks. It's like really hard to get the best players in the class, obviously. So here, let's see if that middle linebacker is available. He is not. Who is still best available then? There's this wide receiver who's pretty fast, but I don't think he's going to be anything special, so I don't really want him. There's a left tackle who actually looks pretty good. He's 1st in the bench press. I think I might take him for that reason. The wide receiver is supposed to be late 6th, right? Let me just make sure. Early 6th. This means I should take him now. I really don't need that left tackle anyway. This guy's not going to be good, though. I'll still take him. 75. He's actually better than I thought he'd be. Okay, good short route running. Really bad speed. Good catching, I guess. He's really not that good, but he may even start over Golden Tate, to be honest. Okay, so there are at least a few players I would like to check out if I can remember to. But let's check out the whole draft recap in total. This really wasn't a good draft by my standards. It's kind of difficult, like I mentioned earlier, to draft with a late 1st round pick. It's like, it's difficult to gauge the talent around there. All like the good 1st rounders go by then. But who went 1st overall? Malachi Scott, 88 overall corner. Quick dev on him. Okay. I thought that since the cornerback class this year was pretty deep, that corner would have stayed later, but obviously he didn't. Dixon Darman, pretty decent looking corner. Evan Glass, this guy looked really nice. He had a good draft story about him. Actually only has normal dev, but still would have been a great addition to this team, but obviously I was nowhere near high enough to get him. That was a horrible pick by the Seahawks. 73 overall tight end, pick number 6. Okay, this draft class doesn't even look good at all. Oh my god, hold on. Top player was an 82. This class actually looks really bad. Here is the corner I almost got. 2 picks before mine. And he goes. 97 speed, 89 acceleration, 81 agility. Yeah, that guy looks really good. But this draft class was pretty horrible in total. There was another running back here who looked really good. This guy. He has quick dev. He won the Heisman, actually. So I thought he was going to be pretty solid. So honestly, I'm not even that upset with who we drafted. The draft class in general wasn't even good. I think this was the middle linebacker I wanted. He had you're joking that he had superstar development. And he went to the Cowboys. Oh my god, how bad could that have turned out for me? I should have went with that guy in the first. Absolutely should have went with that guy in the first. When was our second round draft pick? Because that pisses me off. He went number 21 in the second round. When did we pick in the second round? We picked 32. Of course I remember now. We picked last. Oh, that sucks really badly. But whatever. I guess I'll take the 74 overall. Really wish I had the superstar guy, though. I signed 2 more players here just in free agency. I'll show you who they are. We got Jalen Mills to be our number 3 corner, and then Vernon Butler is just a backup tight end. But the team is an 85 overall, actually looking pretty good. The offensive line is messed up. There we go. Now it's all situated. Daniel Jones coming off his best season so far. He is star dev now. Hopefully he can play very well once again. Saquon Barkley going off for us as well. Sterling Shepard has been like the highlight of this offense, though, I'd have to say. Evan Ingram playing pretty well. You know, the offensive line has been good for us the past few seasons, and now we just got better, I think. And then defensively, I think we upgraded on this side of the ball, you know, to Capel's up to a 91. I can't believe how good of a draft pick he was. He's just a complete glitch. Zimenez is still going to start for sure, and then Kitchens is going to be the number 2, probably the number 1 middle linebacker. Let's see if we can develop that guy. I think the team is actually in a pretty good spot. But let me change around the specialist. I always forget to do that, and I don't know why. That's always the case. Here's the specialist tab. The only real difference is Kitchens starting at sub linebacker. I'm pretty sure everything else is the same. I'm also saving my coach experience for the quarterback upgrade. How much is it? I don't think I have enough yet, but I actually might. I do. It's only 4,000. I always think it's like 4,500 for some reason. There we go. Got the quarterback upgrade. Daniel Jones can hopefully go off. We actually managed to get another first round bye. What's the record? 12-4. 8-8 for the Cowboys, 6-10 for the Redskins, 5-11 for the Eagles. My God, we are going off. 4,396 yards for Daniel Jones, 39 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. How is he doing this well? It's actually mind-blowing. I didn't expect him to be this kind of quarterback, if I'm being real. Saquon Barkley, 1,383 yards, 14 touchdowns, his best season so far. Wayne Gallman getting 8 touchdowns. Like I said, he's a good backup running back to have. Keelan Cole actually gets over 1,000 yards. I will take it. That was a great free agency acquisition. 8 touchdowns for him as well. Sterling Shepard, 1,100 yards, almost 9 touchdowns. Evan Ingram, 8 touchdowns for him. Sack numbers. The offensive line has been great this entire time, and it's going to continue to be that way. 111 tackles for the rookie middle linebacker. B.J. Goodson still got 105 down there. 18 tackles for loss for Dexter Lawrence. 11 for Lorenzo Carter. We have 7 sacks for Dalvin Tomlinson. I feel like your defensive tackle shouldn't lead your team in sacks unless you're like the Chiefs. But 6.5 there for Lorenzo Carter, 5.5 for O'Shane Zimenez. Interceptions, 3 for DeAndre Baker, 2 for B.J. Goodson, Jabril Peppers, Matt Capel, Julian Love, and Jalen Mills, 1 for O'Shane Zimenez, and Thomas Kitchens. How does he keep getting interceptions? He got 1 his first season, I think, too. I guess in a 3-4 defense, maybe he's playing some kind of coverage. I don't know. 1 touchdown for Jabril Peppers, using his return ability there. No safeties. And we have 2 blocked kicks. B.J. Hill, Kareem Martin, each got 1. 4th in the NFL in offense. If defense is top 5 again, it's going to question everything. 17th. That's actually more like it, but I don't understand sometimes, man. I have teams that are very good, not even sniff the playoffs, but then this team's making it every time. Ezekiel Elliott's on the Bills. That looks so weird. Okay. Daniel Jones at number 5, though, for MVP. Hopefully that's a lot of experience points. Offensive Player of the Year, he comes in at number 5. Saquon also comes in there, but at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year, B.J. Goodson at number 3. Thomas Kitchens at number 6. All right. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Graham Cutrera. I don't know who that is. Maybe... Actually, I have no idea who he is. I was going to try to speculate, but I can't even tell. Anybody from the Giants? Okay, Adrian Fleming. He's one of our wide receivers. Somehow made it in there, I guess. Defensive Rookie of the Year is our middle linebacker. I'll take that. Best quarterback goes to Jared Goff, but Daniel Jones at number 3. Best running back, Todd Gurley. Saquon, though, at number 3. Best wide receiver, Andy Isabella. That's a cool name to see up there. Sterling Shepard at number 5, Keelan Cole at number 7. Best offensive lineman, Zach Martin wins it, but Kevin Zeitler, Laramie Tunsil both in there as well. Best defensive lineman is Mike Daniels. Dexter Lawrence should be in this list, but he's not going to be. Best linebacker, Jordan Hicks wins that one. B.J. Goodson at number 4, though. Best defensive back, Dante Jackson, who's up to a 93. That's always cool. Best kicker, Jake Elliott. Aldrick Rosas, though, at number 4. All right, let's check out these experience points. We should get a good number of them. Daniel Jones should have a bunch of them. Let's see what happens, though. He has 4. Okay, expected a little bit more, but 4 is definitely not too bad. And then defensively, Capel got 3. I think that's the most. 3 for a couple other players, though. I don't see anybody with more than that, but this team should be, like, probably not close to a 90, but I'm guessing like an 87 after all this. I underestimated the overall by a little bit. We're actually at an 88. Daniel Jones has superstar development. He's progressed, like, extremely well. Saquon Barkley, 99 with some confidence. Sterling Shepard, 97 with some confidence. A lot of players confident on this team. Definitely, like, deserves, you know, a lot of those players deserve to be confident. Team's looking really nice. This is like the best safety duo I think I may have ever had. 98 for Jabril Peppers, 94 for Capel. Does Jabril have superstar? No, he only has quick. He actually went down in development somehow. I hate that. Okay, Matt Capel still has superstar, though. Looking nice. Okay, so the team is obviously pretty good. We've been very good the first week of the playoffs. Let's see if that continues. Let me make sure to check out the overalls here. 12-4 for the Rams. Let's check it out. They have an 88 overall team, just like we do. Never really thought I'd get to the Rams level, to be completely honest. But let's advance the week. Can we take down the Rams going into the conference championship? And we can. We have to take on Kyler Murray and his Cardinals, who actually become amazing in a couple seasons. I figured that out personally. They're an 82 overall. That's like around the overall I was with them when we almost won the Super Bowl. Maybe even when we did win the Super Bowl. I don't know. Let's advance straight to the Super Bowl, though. Can we make it here in year 3? And we cannot. So our streak continues of winning one playoff game and then losing the next one. A bit annoying, but that is okay. Team schedule, we 42-3. Oh my god. 136 yards gained. Jared Goff had 60 yards. 7 for 26. That is one of the worst performances in the playoffs. It has to be. There's probably more performances with, you know, more touchdowns than just, or more interceptions than just one, but 7 completions has to be our record. My god. But Daniel Jones, on the other hand, the complete opposite of that kind of game. 306 yards, 5 touchdowns for him. Todd Gurley still even did well. He still averaged 5.1 yards per carry. Your running back's averaging 5.1 yards per carry and you can't win. Saquon, though, averaging 7.4. Maybe that's why. Keelan Cole went off. Sterling Shepard went off. Robert Woods was their leading receiver. Brandon Cooks, 3 catches, 3 yards. All right, who got the interception? I need to see something. What about sacks and stuff? We only had 1 sack in the entire game. It was from Aaron Donald. Interception came from Grant Haley. 5 tackles for loss. Like, what happened? How did we play so well against them? Our leading tackler had 5 tackles. That was such a strange game. We made it just destroyed time of possession, maybe? Does it say that here? Time of possession anywhere. Oh my god, we had 43 minutes of possession compared to their 16? What? That's actually disgusting. How many first downs did we have? Is that not on here? I don't think it is. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely nuts. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to stop dwelling on that game. But this is going to conclude this rebuild. I think it was a very successful one. Somehow we made the playoffs every year with the lowest win total being like 10, right? Absolutely absurd. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this rebuild. I hope you guys didn't mind too much that I had an auto-generated draft class. I just wanted to have some more fun. It is way more fun to do this than it is to use custom draft classes, especially the draft classes I have been using, because like I know most of the first round players. I have like a really good idea what their overalls are, so it is kind of annoying in that aspect. Also, the draft classes like aren't perfect. A couple names are spelled wrong, some colleges are incorrect, some players shouldn't even be there. So let me know if there are any other better draft classes you know on Xbox, because I can't really find many. I've been using that same one for a very long time because I can't really find any other good ones. But one last time, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like on it. I love when these videos get like 100 likes. It's like awesome to see. Honestly, it makes my day whenever I see that. Also, leave some comments. I love when these videos get a lot of comments as well. I just like interacting with you guys, answering your questions, doing all that fun stuff. And I will talk to you guys soon.